I have never drag raced before, but today is the day that I am going to learn.
That's pretty good.
I think I can master this. I've seen a few things, I've gotten a few pointers. I'm gonna go over to the airstrip where I'm gonna meet up with the guys from TRC, as well as Tim with his 1100 horsepower sequential Evo. They're gonna give me some tips to drive this car to its optimal potential, and then we're gonna take this car to the drag strip where I'm gonna do my first ever pass on a quarter mile. Car is warming up, I'm about to take it out on the road and get it a few pulled passes and things like that. But the main thing I'm focused on right now is getting this thing to launch correctly. This is literally the first time I've ever done this. I'm really hoping I don't make mistakes, because when you make mistakes, you break things. It's part of drag racing. It's part of spending money on building a car. Things are gonna break, but let's cross our fingers that things do not break, 'cause I'm broke. Okay, so I have never launched an all-wheel drive car before, so I brought along my friend Derek over here, who's gonna run me through the steps of actually doing this. You've done a lot of stuff with all-wheel drive cars.
Bit, yeah.
So,
yeah,
like, what do I expect? Especially, I hear the drivetrain is fragile and you got to be gentle with it.
It is, especially when you launch in the first time. We would try to keep it, probably this one here, on a modest roll and see how it goes. And
okay.
You got to get. It's more of feel and understanding the engine and the car itself, in terms of the all-wheel drive transfer case, the whole drivetrain itself, predominantly. But yeah, we could do it. This car has factory two-step to it, so we'll play with the two-step and then we'll let it go.
Okay. So how do I hear don't sidestep the clutch. What am I gonna do? Is it like a...
Yeah, don't sidestep it, because you run into the risk of too much harshness, especially for a transfer case, I believe.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to shock this.
You don't want to shock it and hurt it, or hurt a synchro or something like that in the transmission. It does have a number of years on it, and we didn't go through transmissions and stuff like that.
It's a 20-year-old transmission.
Yeah. So I would just hold it down, hold the clutch down first, hit the two-step. When you feel comfortable enough that you're ready to go,
Ease out of it,
and maybe drop to second, hold second actually, and see how you feel, and then you'll get the comfort of it.
Okay. I've watched a few people launching them, and I feel comfortable with it. It's just kind of doing it for the first time is the nervous part.
Yeah, it's always the first time. It's a little bit nervous. You may ride the clutch a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Or you may get off a little bit too fast. But, it's a comfort play zone, really.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Let's do this. All right.
I'm holding on.
First gear.
I got nothing to hold on to.
All right. First gear. Two-step.
Two-step. That's pretty good. That was really good.
Dude, that
sure
goes.
You didn't do this before? Are you sure?
I'm a car guy, so.
All right.
That was great.
Yes.
We should do that a couple more times and see if we can get that any better. But that felt really good.
I didn't expect that. My head actually threw back, because I didn't expect you to launch it like that. But that was pretty good. First time,
it felt amazing. That was great. That was pretty good. That
was really good for first time.
That felt great, dude.
A little bit more practice, I think.
Okay, so round two. Let's see how we can keep this going. That was great. I am really excited, because now I feel like I'm a little more acquainted with the car. I'm getting familiar with it. I think I've driven this thing maybe 20 times since we've rebuilt this, so it's got a total of 572 miles on the car. Just basically dyno miles and break-in miles.
Now it's time to get loose with it.
Man, it feels really good. It's very connected to the road. So, all right, ready? Two-step.
Worked out like a pro there.
That
worked out like a pro.
That feels so good. Yeah. I love it. All right, well, I'm gonna do that a few more times. We're gonna head to the track and we are going to beat someone, hopefully. So today we are at the airfield and I am going to learn to drag race. Fun fact, I have zero experience with this stuff. So we have some really cool people here today. We have Javier from TRC, we have Desmond for Performance Destination, and we have Tim with the 1100 horsepower sequential Evo. When they get ready to race, they're gonna give me some hints and some tips to be a better racer, because coming up this weekend, we are going to the TRC event where I'm gonna do my first ever drag race. Wish me luck. I'm a little nervous, but I think the Evo's got at least one car today. Might be right over my shoulder, but I'm not saying anything.
All right, bud, you're up next.
We up the temp, we're good.
What do you think the outcome's gonna be?
It's gonna be easy. It's the Evo all day long, bro.
That's right,
like come on, man. Like, look at it. We got two of the most unreliable cars ever built. We got an RS6, it's Audi. I mean, come on. It's a lease car.
Right.
You own those for 3 years and then you get rid of them.
Right.
And then we got the McLaren over here. The McLaren 1. I wasn't sure which one was gonna break down first. I was just, which one was gonna roll past the line first. That was my thought, at least.
All right. Well, go ahead and make the Mitsubishi community happy, bro. So we can get the TRC stamp of approval.
That's right.
Fourth! Ah, damn it! I was so close!
That was so good.
Dude, that was awesome. Let's do this. So close, bro.
It's so close.
I missed fourth.
Did you miss fourth?
I missed fourth.
I thought I heard that.
I jammed it back in and I was like, at that point.
Was it close when it was?
So he was there, and as soon as I went into, so at the top of third, he started catching up, but then when I went to go...
So you were in front?
Yeah, I was in front, and I missed fourth.
Try it again?
Oh, so mad. I'm gonna go race Tim's Evo. It's about the same power level. I think he has a little bit more than me, but I'm really excited. That's a really fun car. I just took a quick ride in it. These guys have been really great. They've been giving me so many tips, so many things that I need to learn about drag racing and driving these cars. But now, man, let me tell you something. I am super excited to build a drag car. I really, really, really want to build something that I can take to the track consistently. Oh, I just love the sound. All right, let's get into boost. Here we go. Whew, that was fun. What an amazing day at the track, guys. This was so fun. I got to meet some really amazing people, see some really cool cars, and just have a really good time. This is what car life is all about, or what it should be. Meeting friends, talking about their cars, driving their cars, and having an amazing time. I can't thank everybody enough who came out, but man, just take a look at some of these really cool cars ripping down the airstrip. done drag racing the car. It was amazing. That was really, really fun. And I learned a lot from those guys. Just little quick tips and pointers on how to launch the car, how to drive the car better, and I really feel confident. So now, when we go over to the TRC event, I'm gonna be able to drag race this car and hopefully not embarrass myself or break anything. But either way, that was really fun, and I think I found a new passion. Definitely something that I want to keep doing. Drag racing is actually really, really challenging. You would think that going straight at a high rate of speed would be somewhat easy, but when your nerves are going and you're ready to go, it's kind of nerve-wracking. But man, that was really fun. And we almost beat Matt's car if it wasn't for me missing fourth. He'll tell you otherwise, but I was passing him on the top end pretty easily. So next time, Matt, I'm gonna make sure I hit fourth with you. That was great. The car is apart, and you're probably wondering why. Well, that's because I'm about to dial the car in for the TRC night event. This thing needs a few little things to be done, and I want this car to look as good as possible because it's going to be displayed in the Performance Destination booth right next to Real Street and right next to TRC, their tents. And there's a few things on this car that I need to dial in. One of the things was the front. I really liked the look without the grills, and I thought I liked it more than I liked it with the grills. But I actually went over to the dealership and purchased the upper grill and then just repainted the bottom and reused them. It looks way better. It's just better in my opinion. But not only that, there's a few other things on the car that I need to repair and replace. I got a new heater hose, coolant stuff, and new clamps. I got a thermostat housing, because there was a small leak coming from the heater hoses, and I think that was because of the thermostat housing having a little bit of pitting on the part where the hose goes over. So I'm gonna dial those in, get that thing ready, and then I have a few more parts coming that should be here later this week, and this car should be ready. And then I'm gonna roll race the car and see what we can do. This is actually the very first time that I've ever done this before, so I'm really new to that. I hope I do well. I hope the car does well. Let's get started. There's a lot to do. Okay, so the hood latch, nice and changed. Everything looks good there. Next step is this guy right here. It looks pretty ugly. Everything in the engine bay looks nice and sorted out. It's relatively clean in here, and that rust color has been bothering me. I didn't have a chance to Cerakote this, and when I went to make the option to buy the Cerakote one, I clicked the wrong one, and now I have a rust manifold. We gotta fix that today, so I'm taking this off right now. Then we're gonna Cerakote that along with our intercooler, because I think black looks cool and it would fit the theme of the car. Speaking of themes, thanks to today's sponsor Car Vertical, who has been a long-time partner with the Jack Builds It channel. If you see here, I'm looking at this F-150. After watching some of these vehicles go down the track this week, I really am interested in one of these vehicles. As I click the odometer, I see that there is no odometer fraud and this vehicle has very low miles. When I go over to the theft button, I get a green light showing me there's never been a theft on this vehicle. And there is no outstanding finance as you see here. And once I click the title check, strangely enough, it tells me that this has a clean title. But if I go a little further down to the damage, I can see here, this car has been in an accident. And winning. Not winning. Woo. And now, the intercooler. Not only has this vehicle been in an accident, if I click the photos here, I can see where it's been listed on a car crash auction website. So the next time you are looking to get a car or you're gonna look to buy another project, go to Car Vertical, use my code in the link in the description, and save big when you check out using code JBI. Thanks again to Car Vertical. Now let's get back to the build. So Cerakote is a really cool product. It actually helps with heat control, and this thing puts off a lot of heat. If you can tell, the bolts from before, when I took them off, They were bronze, but because of all the heat, it gave them that like rainbow effect. So that's gonna help keep the engine bay a lot cooler, also making the car run a lot cooler and more efficient. So all of the Cerakote is finished, it has dried off, I've installed it on the car, and let's take a look at how good these results came out. As you can see here, it looks amazing. And not only does it look good, this is actually going to help the performance of the car because it is going to contain the heat in this area and keep it a little bit cooler, causing the car to run cooler, which in turn gives more power. Let's test this thing out. And as you can see, usually there is a lot of heat vapor coming off of the manifold. And there is absolutely no heat coming off that manifold. It is doing a very good job at containing this. I just took it for a couple pulls up and down the street, and the only thing that I can see vapor coming out of is the catch can. So that's doing its job. That is really, really awesome. Today is the day. The car is at the shop. I'm letting it cool down right now, but I need to make this thing look good before we bring it over to the TRC event. It is also a car show, so I definitely want to display this car and let everybody enjoy this car as much as I have enjoyed it so far. Huge thanks to Rex for getting the car looking right before the TRC show. This thing shines so nice when it is clean.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh.
So we are at OSW. We are in line. We are inside. I'm not really nervous, but man, I am excited for this. This is my very first time doing any kind of drag racing at a track. So we tested the car out, we launched the car. I don't think I'm gonna be launching the car today on a prep surface, but I will be roll racing it, and I am really excited for what we have going on right now. So I'll see you guys inside.
Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, oh, oh.
Me being the rookie that I am, I totally forgot to bring a helmet, but a huge thanks to Gordon and Wendy who let me borrow their helmet, and I also raced against her in her Civic.
Bring your girls in, we'll be posted up all night, yeah. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bro. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't even know how fast I went, but that was fun. Woo! And that's a wrap. That was really fun. Thank you so much to the guys at TRC for teaching me all the tips and tricks on how to roll race, how to drag race the other day. This has been really fun. Hell yeah! Woo! It was awesome.
Awesome.
Dude, thank you so much for coming out, dude, and supporting.
Oh, yeah.
Like it means the world to me. Love you, bro.
You did an amazing job with this car. I mean, it cannot be better.
We did, man. We
No,
did.
that's you, dude. You deserve all of it.
This is awesome, bro. All right, so now all we have to do, get it back home in one piece and not break it.
Not break it. Okay. Don't break it, Jack.